actually live right now. So I want to say good morning to everybody who's here with us. This is Sunday, and I guess we are the 28th, either 28th or 29th. Dawn, what are we? Are we the 29th? Anyway.
29th of July.
Okay, thank you very much. And we have just a few people on from the teleconference prayer line. And then we hope we have some of you that we don't even know about on the live streaming. And we're very, very glad that you came to be with us today. So thank you for coming. I'm going to start. I'm going to show you the book I'm working with. It's called Homage to the Buddhas. And I'm a messenger for the spiritual hierarchy. That means Jesus, Mary, Metatron, a lot of the different people that you may work with, or maybe you're brand new to it. And we get together every Sunday. We were just doing it on a teleconference, but now we're starting to learn how to do the live streaming. And I've been working as a messenger for the spiritual hierarchy. That means the heavenly hosts, people in spirit that are supporting the earth, that are keeping us going, really. And we're so grateful for their work. And we especially call Archangel Michael, who is the great angel of protection. And he works with so many people. And if you ever need protection or worried about something like that, call Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, and he will descend in and come to you, even if you don't see him or hear him. If you call them 3 times, they will come. And then when someone in spirit does come to you, and let's say they say, oh, I'm Archangel Michael, well, you want to be sure that it really is the real and true Archangel Michael. So how do you do that? You would say, are you Archangel Michael of the highest Christ light? And then, well, I'm tuned into my heart. So then if it's true, my heart will go bing, like kind of pulse, like pulse, yes. If you know how to do muscle testing, where you ask a question and then you can, if it's a yes, your fingers will stay together. If it is no, it really isn't him, then they're going to go like that. And this isn't something you consciously think of. We just say, is Archangel Michael here right now? Yes, he actually is, because I called him in. And he always comes when I call him. And he should come when you call him too. So you test the spirit 3 times. Why do you do that? You want to be sure you're speaking to who you think you are, and you are not allowing yourself to be tricked. And I've worked with spirit now for so many years. I still test it every time. And it's a smart thing to do that. So I would recommend that to you. I'm going to do a prayer from this book. And all the different books that I receive are received telepathically through the mind. And I've worked with these beings so much. And I know their energetic signature. Just like we have a signature we write out. Well, the energetic signature is who you are, or who they are too, in spirit. And anyway, so here we go. This one's called an offering prayer. This was given to me. Actually, it's a traditional one from Sister Pomo, who was called Mamala. And she's my second husband was Buddhist. And I studied Buddhism with him for about 5 years and then continued on. And I'd been working with Lord Buddha before that in spirit. That's my, I guess I work more with people in spirit than in flesh even. Okay, here's the offering prayer. The ground is purified with scented water, and it's strewn with flowers. So think of that as beautiful roses and petals from the Buddha fields, and they're spread out over our call today. So these beautiful flowers are coming over us. It is anchored was Sumeru, king of the mountains. The four quarters of the universe, the sun and the moon, thinking of it as the blessed Buddha fields. So we think of these beautiful white Buddha flower fields where Genrisi, Lord of Compassion, reigns. And when people pass out of their body, if they're Buddhists, they are wanting to go to the Buddha fields, to this beautiful heavenly realm. We can also go there. Yes, we can. We've been given special prayers and practices. I was given with Genrisi, Lord of Compassion, many, many years ago. And they're in this little book. So there's so many wonderful things in this little book. You could go to Amazon to get it. Homage to the Buddhas, Mary Clarice, C-L-A-R-I-C-E, met Christ. Okay, I want to read it again. The ground is purified with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Sumeru, king of mountains. The four quarters of the universe, the sun and the moon. Thinking of it as the blessed Buddha fields, we offer this up. We offer it up to all sentient beings, to you, and all beings on this call and all beings everywhere. By virtue of this, may all beings here and now attain the happiness of that pure land, of that beautiful, beautiful Buddha fields. And then I'm going to also read the refuge prayer. What's a refuge prayer? To take refuge is to come under the protection. And the things we do in this call are non-denominational. They're of all different traditions of light. They're not always Christian or always Buddhist or always Taoist or whatever. They're all traditions of light. Because Spirit has many traditions, many beautiful beings that they work through. And if you're here with us right now, you're one of these. And before we go any further, and I'm going to give Dawn, one of our people on the teleconference, a chance to give a prayer in just a minute. But we're called the Love Wisdom Band. And the love, of course, refers back to the Christ and all the disciples and the holy women, all the people that worked with the Christ then and work with the Christ right now. What a lot of Christians don't know, and it's not their fault, it's just the way they were taught, is that Buddha and Christ are not enemies. They are like brothers. They love each other very much. They support each other's work and lift it up and support it. And as a Christian, we ask you to open your heart up. Lord Buddha's, one of his main teachings, the same teaching as Christ, but what he says is drop your mind into your heart. If we're coming from our heart, we're coming from truth, we're coming from divine love, we're coming from courage and all these beautiful attributes of the heart. If we're coming only from our mind, we could be tricked. Our heart is never tricked. If you can get in communication with your own heart, and that's something to really work on if you don't already have that. You want to know that your heart, that you're really talking to your heart, that you're in communication, that you can check using muscle testing. Take your hand like that, make a little ring, put the other one in there. It's just a real simple way to start off if you don't have a way to do this. And say to your team, because you have a team in spirit, you probably don't even know it. You have angels and beings that work with you every minute, even if you don't know they're there. So you could say, do I have a team in spirit? Well, your fingers should not go apart because yes, you do. Even if you don't know about it, you do. And then you could say, is my name? And I'd say, Mary, Mom of Christ. Yes. Is my name Ralph? No. And I didn't do that consciously. Is my name Penelope? No. So ask and get set up with that. Okay, I want to read us the refuge prayer. Refuge is coming under the protection. So this is under the protection of Lord Buddha, but we're also under the protection of the Christ. Okay, in the Buddha, his teachings and order most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. What is enlightenment? Is when your mind opens like the Buddhas did. And as we say in the teachings and work with this, we do become enlightened eventually. And I had that joyful experience, and it's ongoing. It's not something that just happens once. We'll have different enlightenment experiences. By merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all that lives. And this is a traditional Buddhist prayer, not one that I got telepathically, but they told me, Buddha said, yes, it's got to be in this book. So I went with that instruction. Okay, Dawn, do you have a prayer that you would like to read for us today?
Yes, I would like to read the Prayer of Unified Faith from the book of the Blessed Blue Rose of the Healing Heart.
Okay, and Dawn,
Have faith in the Father.
go ahead. I'm just showing them the picture of the book. Go ahead.
Okay. It's on page 64. Have faith in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Have faith in the unity of the flaming hearts of Jesus and Mary. Have faith in the Blessed Ascension Rosary as it purifies all lands and all peoples. Have faith that Christ Jesus overcame death and disease. Have faith that the Son was resurrected, thus reversing the hold of death. Have faith that the Son was lifted up in the ascension unto the Father's right hand. Have faith that the path of Christ Jesus is the path of all believers, regardless of their religious persuasions. For all paths are founded upon faith, good works, and growth, through the expansion of the heart. These qualities may be hidden, yet they are present in all paths that lead eventually to the one great I am that I am. Buddha directs you toward enlightenment. Krishna offers beauty and bliss. Moses brings the law of God. Christ offers the heart. And then Maitreya brings loving kindness. It is a personal choice as to which path is right for an individual soul. I am Mother Mary, Queen of Peace, Mary Clarice Christ.
Thank you, Dawn, very much. And one name you might not know is the name Maitreya. And all traditions have spoken of the return of Christ. And to Christians, it's Jesus Christ. To Buddhists, it's Maitreya. Different traditions have different names. The energies are very similar. They may be slightly different. Lord Maitreya, we divide Maitreya into Lord Maitreya Senior, like the highest self of Maitreya. And he carries the cosmic Christ and the cosmic Buddha. So he's bringing love and wisdom together. That's actually what we do too. We're not just bringing the love, just Christ or just the Buddha. We're bringing love and wisdom together. We're marrying these two together. And this is what has been prophesied to happen in this time or in the near future. So a lot of people are beginning to learn about Lord Maitreya. Some people who don't know what it means are worried about it. Like most people are worried about things we don't understand. That's okay. That's a natural thing. So if you come and visit with us on Sunday mornings, we'll teach you a lot of things you may not know if you're just of one one strict tradition. They are all of the light. They are all of the heart. They are all approved of by Jesus Christ and also Lord Buddha. So we can't really go wrong there. And I want to know, John, do you have Jerry with you now, or Seth, any of the other people? We have a lot of our people off today going to a specific event. So they're not on the telephone with us today, but we may have others we don't know about. By next week, we should have all our technical part down so that you can come in and go to this live streaming or listen to us on the telephone and offer prayers if you're part of the group. You can send in questions about things we've talked about or other things that brings up in your mind. And you would send them to Mary Ma, Maryma 33 at gmail.com. MaryMa33 at gmail.com. You can also go to my website, which is www.maryclarice, CLARICE, McChrist, M-little-c, then Christ, CHRIST. And I also was born on Christmas Day in Los Angeles. So I've had Christ and Mary with me my whole life. So I've been very, very fortunate to have that happen. Okay, does Jerry have a prayer?
Jerry, yes.
Okay, give us.
Divine mercy.
Go ahead, thank you.
Divine mercy for our ancestors. Divine mercy for my ancestors, family of our mother and father, those whose name I carry, those whose blood runs within my veins. We honor you and bless your lives eternally. Divine mercy for my ancestors. May my DNA replicate Christ's blood. May I synthesize all great lines of purity and release disease or tendencies for karma, which might fall into my family lineage. And honoring you, dear family, I request that the divine practice of the family align with my true mission, and that the family be supportive of my destiny. In this time of transition, it is appropriate to claim our family name of all. Separation from God, Father, Mother, to open your divinity for this holy family. Blessed Christ Jesus and Mother Mary, open the portals of heaven for my ancestors, lifting each victor into the ascension flame, creating a momentum for all my lineage. Transform me, dear Mother and Son, to the feet of the most holy Lord of hosts. In the flame and fire of purity, raise me in the hour of my ascension from this plane. Lift me up from my body into the light supreme. Our Jesus, come and stand about me, holy sway. Over all traces of my ascension, Blessed Great Father, call me to your side. For I am one with Christ, your Son. The ancestors witness my ascension, even with my dear mother, Lord Mary. For she promised to guide me to the Most High throne. For God, thou art my Redeemer, and thy grace is with me evermore. Amen. All women, all child, all one. The triad.
Thank you, Jerry. That was really good. Dawn, would you go to the Archangels on page 138 in the Blue Rose book, and call in these Archangels? Before she does that, a lot of people have heard of angels. They don't know if they're real or they're not real. When you start having experiences with them and magical things happen, you might then really get it. Yes, they really are real. They're not physical. They're not like we are. But these are very high, beautiful beings of light whose work is to work with those of us in form and to help us make it through this lifetime. It's not an easy thing to do, especially right now with solar flares and fires going and all kinds of things happening. So how do we make it through that? How do we guide through this? We can call on what we call our higher self. It's like a higher dimensional part. You're not just your physical form. We have different energy bodies. We have our physical, our etheric, which is kind of like the pattern or the jello mold for the jello, in this case, the pattern for the human being, the etheric body. And everything we experience is recorded in that etheric body. All the good or all the not good, it's all in there. And then the prayers and working with color flames. You see all these vivid violets and blues behind me and raspberry colors. The raspberry, the colors of the mother. What's the mother? The mother is like Mother God, is a form of Mother God. We don't just go to Father, we go with the mother as well. This is actually the time of the mother. And I'm very fortunate to be holding this mother energy with many others. They are not all from India. We know Alma from India, the hugging saint, and we all love her. But there are some in America, a lot more than you would think, myself being one, that hold the mother. She's not just one, she's different forms. There's Mother Mary, there's Kuan Yin, there's Mother Isis, there's White Buffalo Calf Woman. Every tradition has the mothers in there if you look for it. Okay, thank you, Dawn. Well, let's go back to you, and we're on page, begin with the blue rose, on page 137. You want to read that for us?
Yes. I call the great cosmic archangels to descend with their twins, Gabriel and Hope, archangels of the white ray, hold the north pillar. Jophiel and Christine, archangels of the yellow ray, hold the east pillar. Samuel and Charity, archangels of the pink ray, hold the south pillar. Michael and Faith, archangels of the blue ray, hold the west pillar. Raphael and Lady Regina, archangels of the green ray, hold healing light in the center of our circle. Lord Mary anchors the heart of Divine Mother above the center of our matrix. Sandalphon connects us deeply with the earth below the center of our circle. Metatron brings forth a canopy of living light about us from the heavens. We call that each person be gently adjusted to the vibration of the room by his or her higher self. I invoke divine harmony, clarity, love, and peace right now with full God power. May each person's field and purpose be clarified and strengthened. Collectively, we work in harmony with love, integrity, and divine purpose. So be it. We call in the saints, the sages, the ascended masters, and Elohim, and all the divine mother fathers. I am my I am presence, and I connect with the I am presences of all humanity. And then I just call in a few extras that I would like to call in now.
Okay.
I call it my I am presence, monad in Christ consciousness. First I am presence, monad in Christ consciousness. Seth and all the children, all of our true aspects, our divine twin flames, and our guardian angels, all of our ancestors and star family, the great central sun and all of the suns, all of the rays and all of the flames, all of the councils of light, the cities of light, the Galactic Federation, and the Karmic Board, and the collective consciousness. And we ask for this call to be played on the bridge if it is the greatest good for all creation. We call in the 13 grandmothers of America and the 13 grandmothers and the 13 goddesses and their twin flames. We call in the City Foursquare, the Company of Heaven, President Trump, Pope Francis, and all of the white hats that are working to restore our republic. We call in the cherubim, the seraphim, the sea turtles, dolphins, whales, unicorns, horses, salamanders, butterflies, dragonflies, hummingbirds, swan, eagle, cardinal, robin, and all of our animal guides and totems. All of the sacred waters, sacred mountains, sacred trees, all of the elemental kingdoms, all of the kingdoms of light. Virgin Guadalupe, Kuan Yin, Goddess of Isis, Mother Mary, Joseph, Yeshua, Isa, and Magdalena, and their children, the Holy Grail. Lord Maitreya, Lord Mary Buddha, Lord Buddha, and all that they would call in. And I am complete.
Thank you very much. I'm sure there were a lot of, if you're brand new, there were a lot of things she said you don't have any idea what she's talking about. Well, if you stick around, you will know all of it pretty soon. And oh, it's an amazing world out there. And if you've only been in the physical body, and a lot of people are going through what we call like a wake-up call right now. And they're having these really weird experiences. You might think you've just gone crazy. No, you're not going crazy. Your consciousness is opening. You're having probably experiences, maybe dreams. Maybe you've never seen anything at all except the physical plane. Suddenly you see an angel. This angel standing by you and you're going, oh my God, I've really lost it now. I'm really, whoa, what do I do? Well, you haven't lost it. You've just opened. It's like opening the door to these other beautiful planes of light and love. And we said Archangel Michael, if we're ever concerned about that or worried about it, or even if you had a really horrible dream or something, you could say, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, please come into my room right now and please clear any energies, any thought forms that are not of the highest Christ light, the highest Christ light. So that's what we want. And Michael will come in and help us. Jerry or Seth, and Seth is kind of being channeled by Jerry. That's Dawn's little son. And why don't we have Seth call in whoever he wants to call in? And tell us, Seth, how old is Seth now?
Seth is 11. He turned 11 on June 13th this summer.
Okay.
Well, Seth, would you like to call in your people first?
Yes, Mom. I call in Father, Grandma, Uncle Rick, and my two aunts. And I call you, Mom, and I call Jerry in. And I call all the Blue Rose people, past and present. Father Mike, Father Ralph, and Sister Sarah. I'm complete.
Thank you, Seth.
And then would you like to...
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you like to say yourself? A prayer.
I've got one here, Mom.
This is more of a teaching, but go ahead.
Mary is with you. Your mother is here to give comfort. Hold you in my arms as I held my son Jesus. Adult or child, I hold you. Cry in my arms, let go. Call out for help. It is time. I'm with you now. Ask for mother's grace. Together we can pass through. In this time of great pressure, for the old world and its ways, shift and dissolve around you. Be not afraid. The angels are here. Lord Michael swings his sword before you. Cutting free the tatters that hold. Ascending dimensions to five dimensions. Beyond deafening chaos and the illusions of the darkness. Know the bright world is coming soon. Hold on, my little one. Know that I'm here. Change your name brings you out of flame. You transmute all lessons in Christ's purity. Blue of Father God, Kings of the Mother, invisible God actions in perfect balance. Oh, all violence and pain. I bring the precious gift of rosary prayers that you, my children, might be at peace. Knowing the travail of earth is at hand, pray, be thankful, forgive, forgive, forgive. Even as the Father and I forgive you all. Call me, cry with me, allow the flow. As ringing tears by ears, let go. Let your love and joy flow through all life. I'm your mother. Together we can win. I'm Lord Mary, Mother of the Cosmic Christ. Mary, Therese, and Christ.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jerry. Or Seth, I'm not sure who that is. I get confused. I want to bring in Mother Mary. What do I mean by that? I want to bring, she's always in oneness with me, to be truthful with you. She is especially with 33 different people on the planet. A couple of them are actually men rather than women, which might surprise you. Mary can bring her consciousness over us. She can get over me, and when she's coming through, it's like she's stepping forward through the physical body and being in a form where you can hear her, because I'm talking for her. I'm not doing that yet on myself right now, but I will be talking for her in just a minute. So it's like she steps forward. I don't go out of my body. I'm a conscious channeler or conscious messenger. Why do I not just leave the body? Because I'm trained and was trained since the 70s, 1971, to be a messenger. That's one who stays conscious, who stays in the body. And then Mary coming over can bring a more expanded force field to who she's coming through. And as I said, and I'll do the testing for you, so again, you can see how it goes. So, okay, I am Mary, Queen of Peace. Okay, now I'm in both consciousness right now. Myself, Mary, Mom at Christ, and Mother Mary. So as Mary, Mom at Christ, I'm testing her. Even I test Mother Mary, even I test Jesus or Buddha. Even though I know their vibration, I know their signature. My body knows it. If it wasn't right, I would immediately feel like, oh, something's wrong here. This isn't correct. And I would not talk with them if that was the truth. So, are you the real and true Mother Mary? Now, what happens is I get this whole big pulsing in my chest, in my heart. So I asked her once. I asked her a second time, are you Mother Mary, Queen of Peace? Okay, I get again this. Now, those in spirit, let's say they're from the astral plane, a lower level of spirit, they can lie 2 times. They, by cosmic law, are not supposed to. I won't say it never happens, but normally it doesn't happen. They're not supposed to lie the 3rd time. So I say, are you Mother Mary, Queen of Peace? Now, she's moving my heart, my physical body. So this is 3 times she has confirmed to me, plus I've already worked with her for so many years. I know without a doubt this is Our Lady Mary. So if someone came to you and they said, oh, I'm Mother Mary, and she could come to some of you after you have seen this video. That's one of the beautiful things of coming and being here with Mary Ma and with Mother Mary and with other beings that will come through. Okay, I'm going to bring Mother Mary through. I'm going to close my eyes for a minute and just breathe deeply, relaxing. I am Mary, Queen of Peace. I welcome you here today. I came last week, actually it was on the 20th, and talked through Mary Ma then. And that is on the YouTube. And you could go hear it later on at your leisure under Mary Ma, M-A-R-Y-M-A, and then McChrist, M-C-C-H-R-I-S-T. Okay, here let's go. I want to drop my consciousness with your permission. We always ask your permission to bring the light and focus on your heart, in the heart center of the chest. That's like an energy center for you. So we're focusing on your heart, and I'm pouring love right now into your heart. Some of you will get this and feel it. And some of you might feel warmth in the heart. You might feel like an expansion, either in the heart or in the mind, the consciousness. So we're expanding you, opening you up. Why? Because you cannot receive the Christ if the door of your mind is closed and you say, oh, well, he's not going to talk to me because I'm a bad person, blah, 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 blah. That is not true. We are children of the Christ. We are children of the Mother. We are children of the Buddha. People don't know that part either necessarily. I want to make this point, especially to the people that are born again Christians. My son works with all people, every nationality, every race, every color. He doesn't just work with white Christians that go to the church down the street. He works with everybody, all of us. And what is his greatest teaching? The teaching of love. We must love ourselves. We must love our neighbor as ourselves. We must see that everybody, everyone around us really is the Christ. That's what their higher self, their true self is, his Christ light, this beautiful person, not the cranky one that does bad things and argues with you and so forth. That's not the real person. The real person is the purity of that person, the higher dimension of the person, or the person same time or the same one often whose heart is open. So Christ asks him to come into the heart. Well, you can't come in if it's all locked and closed and you've got so much protection around you that you won't even allow Christ in. So we have one of our prayers where we see a little golden door. I want you to do that with me right now. We imagine the little golden door, and then just imagine yourself opening that door. And I want you to just, in your imagination, pretend like you're getting tiny, 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 very little, and you go into this door in your own heart. So it's not somewhere outside of yourself, it's in your own heart. And let's close our eyes for a minute and be still. And I want you to see if you see anything or hear anything or feel anything. So I'll be still for about a minute and let's see what happens. Okay. Some of you that opened the door saw Christ. A few, about 3 people, saw Buddha. And some of you saw me as Mother Mary or Mary Ma. And those who saw me, or maybe any of the 3 of these, some of you ran right into my arms and I could hug you. And I hug you right now. If you do, you didn't. And just hold you. Everybody needs to be held and loved by the mother, as well as Christ or Buddha or the Father. It's been the missing part or the missing piece for the Piscean age, this whole last like 5,000 years. Mother has been around, but people didn't believe in her. Anyway, I am here through Mary Ma. I am here through Amaji, through Isis, through many people, through your own mother, perhaps. Sometimes the mother comes through the father. I mean, come through anybody, especially a child. So we go into our own heart. We can be embraced by the mother, by the Christ, by the Buddha, by your higher self at any time. So don't forget that you can do that. I'm feeling, Dawn, that, I know, first of all, would you go to page 7 and read Heart of the Mother for us? Again, this is in this Blue Rose book. And if someone wants to get this book, I'd rather you got it directly from me because there are some other people that have it, but I've got them too, and I sell them for less, and it's coming back to me. They don't own the book, and they didn't bring it through. So if you want the book, go to maryma33@gmail.com, and send me your phone number. I'll call you, and we can get that figured out. Okay, Dawn, thank you.
Okay, Heart of Mary. Heart of Mary, inflame me. Soul of Mary, open me. Tears of Mary, wash me. Touch of Mary, console me. Vision of Mary, inspire me. Angels of Mary, protect me. Prayers of Mary, uplift me. Patience of Mary, guide me. Hope of Mary, fill me. Love of Mary, expand me. Charity of Mary, see me. Faith of Mary, reassure me. Guidance of Mary, instruct me. Message of Mary, pour through me. Mercy of Mary, heal me. Surrender of Mary, humble me. Motherhood of Mary, express through me. Godliness of Mary, grow in me. Mother Mary.
Thank you very much. Well, this whole little book was given by Mary, part of it by Christ, part of it by some of the other masters, and also about Archangel Michael and how to get his sword, how to use the sword, how to protect your family, your home. There's so much in here. It's just amazing. Also about the rosary. We have heard of the traditional rosary. I'm not Catholic. And I mentioned this last week. I said to Mary years ago in the 70s, well, Mary, why did you come to me? I'm not even Catholic. And she said, that is one reason I came to you, because some of the teachings we will be bringing through, and she was referring to like the teachings of the East and the West, would not be necessarily accepted in just one tradition. She said, I do not belong to any church. She really belongs to everybody. She comes by different names. One of them is Queen of Peace. She comes as Virgin of Guadalupe. She comes to the Native Americans as White Buffalo Calf Woman. And I'm going to share a little bit of what happened yesterday. I went to a beautiful Ascended Master group. It's called the Heart Center. And Kuan Yin spoke through David Lewis there, and it was very lovely. I've worked with Kuan Yin for many years and the different mothers. Mother Mary gave me the title The Mother Matrix in 1991. And she said, you are the Mother Matrix. You hold it. You hold all the different divine mothers of different traditions. And that's actually the work of Mary and Jesus is synthesis, bring it all together. Like the prayer of synthesis that Dawn read, talking about all the different traditions. So anyway, let's see, I'm losing my train of thought here, sorry. So I wanted to tell you about my experience actually yesterday with Kuan Yin. When I came home, I'm going to get my other little book here. This is my diary. I write and this is one actually Dawn sent me and Jerry and Seth years ago, or not that far ago. Okay, Kuan Yin came through yesterday telepathically, just like Mother Mary does. And I wrote it down. I was so tired after getting up really early and then going and sitting in the hot sun for this program. We were under something, but it was still really, really hot. And so I was quite tired by the time I got home and watered all the flowers and did all that. Got in here about 9:30 or something. Tried to remember how to set up this streaming. So it will continue to get better as I get more technical. Okay, I wrote it out, but Kuan Yin will be coming through me right now. So I'm reading the words, but she's also coming through. So let me shift a minute and bring Kuan Yin. I am Kuan Yin, goddess of mercy. I hold the mercy flame within my heart. I represent mercy for you, for the planet, for Gaia, for all sentient beings that are here. I work with beloved Mother Mary and with Mary Ma for a long, long time. It is important that the world become aware of the Divine Mothers, because people haven't even known about us. They didn't even know we existed. We were like, for instance, Mary Magdalene, and Mary Ma has done a beautiful book with Mary Magdalene. It was at first called The Black Rose, but we have shifted the name and it will, we hope, be out before the end of the year. And it's called Mary Magdalene, Bride of Christ. So there's a lot of beautiful teachings in that one. I want to go back to my transmission to Mary. Dearest Mother of the Heart, it is a time to become my embodiment, a full-fledged goddess of mercy yourself. Embodiment means the energy is actually a living energy within your own body. So first of all, we become an embodiment of who we are. If you're a holding Divine Mother, you become an embodiment of one or more of the Divine Mothers. And Mother Mary gave me in 1991 the Mother Matrix, the embodiment of all the different mothers. Okay, back to what she said last night. You have passed through so many tests and trials in your pathway as one of the Divine Mothers. That has caused you great suffering, but also allowed the physical self to shift upward, ascending in consciousness again, excuse me, and again, with your twin self, Ram Maitreya Buddha. The purpose of the ascension, which is expanding beyond the human self. In other words, it's going into our potential, which is beyond the human form, the limitations of the human form. The potential of the human can be opened up, and you can become that higher self in form. Dawn was calling her higher self in, the divine monad. There's different names for it. You'll get onto it. So the purpose of life is this ascending, expanding beyond the human self. This may take countless forms, and certainly the wearing of the divine mercy and the weaving of divine mercy through your body, through your embodiment, through your form, occurs as you are holding greater and higher levels and more expanded levels of DNA. By the way, our DNA is shifting very much right now with the solar flares. Things are pretty rough for a lot of people because the energy is going so quickly. You don't know what's happening sometimes, right? Hold on yourself, anchor yourself down through your body. Envision with me a beautiful tree, like maybe a Bodhi tree that Buddha sat under. And feel that the energy of that tree, we're calling this your higher self coming in, and behind you, imagining this tree or coming through the whole form. The tree is coming down through you. There are great roots. They are anchoring through your body. They're anchoring you into the earth. Why do you want this? So you will not be spinning around like a top, going out of control. When somebody is losing it in your presence, immediately call in like the Bodhi tree, or think of this great, beautiful tree coming in over that person and anchoring them into the earth. So they will calm down. They will stop spinning around and acting crazy or doing something that they would never normally do. So we have methods of working and helping people to heal. As Kuan Yin, I carry the violet fire. I am a violet fire mother. I have done this for centuries and centuries. The East has known about Kuan Yin. The West has known maybe the last 100 years or 50 years or so. So, excuse me, I want to continue back with what I was saying. We were talking about the DNA, and that your DNA is increasing. And if you are, in quote, a light worker, someone wanting to expand the heart and the mind, your DNA will be expanding too. Just by being on this call, just by having my vibration come through Mary Ma, and my words come through, or having Mother Mary come through Mary Ma, or Metatron, or one of the other masters, you are increasing in vibration. This is very important for you to expand, for you to be healed and whole in this time. As the Mother Mercy, continuing on, excuse me, I hold the templates of kindness that are not necessarily held by all humans. These qualities must be outpictured, and we need examples of people as spiritual teachers, as guides, as ones we can listen to, books we can read, things we can find out to help us move and awaken at this time. In our chaotic world, there are very few true expressions of divine mercy, like myself, divine love, like Mary, Jesus, divine enlightenment, like Buddha, the Maitreya. To encourage humanity today, I, Mother Kuan Yin, and with your permission, and everything is done with your permission. Well, how do you give your permission? You just say in your mind, or you could say silently or out loud, I give permission for Kuan Yin to work with my core heart. So we've got our heart center, our physical heart. Our core heart is even beyond the regular heart. It's like dropping into the expanded heart. It's like when we opened the door, we saw Christ or Mother Mary or Buddha. The expanded heart, we're dropping into the expanded heart. And so what I'm giving you today as a dispensation, that's a gift to you, because you're here right now. Or those who will hear this call later, it is a gift to them. So you could tell a friend, oh, you can get your core heart open wider. And Mother Mary works a lot with your regular heart. I do too, because Divine Mercy opens the heart too. So Mary opens the heart, Kuan Yin opens the heart, Mary Ma opens the heart, the Divine Mothers open the heart. So right now, this dispensation, that means gift to you, is to open your heart flame. And I'm going to bring in the violet energy, which is my keynote, my signature. Violet fire, freedom roll, round my body, make it whole, circle it back, blaze it through. Violet fire, we all love you. Violet fire, freedom roll, round this world, make it whole, circle it back, blaze it through. Violet fire, we all love you. What's violet fire? Violet fire is the Father, the blue light, the Mother, the raspberry light, the pink lights, the Father and Mother coming together, joining together as one light. And when this happens, it creates the violet flame. So what's so great about the violet flame? Why do I like the violet flame? Why have I worked with it? And Saint Germain, who some of you have heard of, is a violet flame master. He's one of the main masters of this time when we're going into the Aquarian age, when we are shifting from the old paradigm that was more or less without the mother to the new paradigm, which is holding the golden age, holding the Divine Mother, opening the heart so that we can save our planet. Violet fire, freedom roll, round the world, make it whole, circle it back, blaze it through. Violet fire, we all love you. We call the violet flame through each of you if you want it. Again, you have to ask for it. So you could say, Kuan Yin, please bring the violet flame through my heart. Bring it to my heart. Bring it to my heart. You only have to say it once, really, but 3 times is the charm, as we say. So the violet flame starts going under your feet. Let's say you're sitting down right now. I want you to imagine there's this beautiful pink and blue light combining together. It's under your feet. It's like a beautiful flame. It does not hurt. It does not burn you. What's it do? What's its purpose? It transmutes darkness, disease, death vibrations, thought forms you don't want, scary stuff, whatever. We can call the violet flame to get rid of that. And what am I doing with my hand here? I'm going like an 8, like the cosmic 8. The cosmic 8 is back and forth, masculine and feminine, masculine and feminine, masculine and feminine. And we are sending this to Gaia, to the beloved earth right now, through you. How are we doing that? Through your thoughts, through Mary Ma, through Kuan Yin, through Mother Mary, through Christ, and all our beings, all our friends of light who are here with us. So we're so grateful to be learning about them. So we want to let go of all that debris that's not good, that old stuff, or scary things. Get rid of it. Okay. To encourage humanity, at this full moon today, we want to open the core heart wider, which we already said. And I'm often shown with a beautiful, like a vial. And what's it got in it? It's got divine nectar of the violet flame of the Father and Mother. So I'm going to pour this over you again. You just say or think, yes, I would like this. And it will flow down through your body, your physical body, your energetic body, your emotions. We have like layers of bodies, our mental body, our physical, our spiritual bodies, and there's more. That's enough for today. So it's going through our bodies. It's cleansing us. Let them go. All the things you don't want, just throw them in the violet fire. Let them go, let them go, let them go. And you could call in your partners, your loved ones, your children, your grandchildren, your friends, your Blue Rose prayer partners. Who are they? They're any of the people on this call, even if you don't know it yet. You are a Blue Rose prayer partner if you wish to be. Divine mercy of the Mother Flame, clear, cleanse, and revivify all channels of your love and your mercy. Revivify each person here. Bring us life force, healing, divine intervention. Allow your children to pass through any separation of God, Father, Mother, to pass through any dis-ease or even death. You want to pass through everything. The violet fire helps us do that. And then continue with Kuan Yin. Do not cling, hold, or insist on the old way, because the old way is leaving us now. The patriarchal energies, which deny the divine feminine, which do not allow the Christ feminine, which cast doubt upon Mary Magdalene, the highest disciple of Christ. And they married each other at the marriage of Cana. And Mary Ma has written that beautiful story from Mary Magdalene in Bride of Christ, which will be out soon. Okay, the last little part about the violet flame. Mercy is flexible. It is quick to adjust to fresh situations. And this is something we need right now. Things are going so quickly. We have to be able to quickly adjust, quickly expand our mind and our consciousness. Mercy promotes healing through the expansion of the heart and the core heart. I am divine, I am divine, I am divine. Dear ones, you are also divine, and you also can hold and are now holding divine mercy, the flame of divine mercy, right now with me. And, oh, I'm looking at the time right now. Dawn, do you have one prayer you want to say? And then we'll be closing in a few minutes.
Yes, I still read the Rosary of 2010.
Okay.
And I'm reading it out of the book of the Holy Family. Hail Mary, full of love, the Lord is with you. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Emmanuel. Holy Mary, precious Lady of the heart, guide us, save us, and keep us about this world of sorrow. For we are your children of the Rosary. Hail Mary, full of love, help us pass through all darkness and despair. As we focus on your face of compassion and realize our own worthiness. Hail Mary, angel of mercy, end all war, persecution, and abuse, as we, your chosen ones, ascend, rising into a heavenly life upon earth. O Mary, enfold us in your natural protection, for we will keep the lambs of Christ, and die another sin in our Mother calls all to the pool of prayer. Hail Mary, full of compassion, full of compassion, full of compassion, strong, often also comes to my comfort, but not shadows, there is no darkness in the fire, we await the heart of resurrect our hearts and minds into oneness. Hold America safe from all suffering. Lift her back to the coast of freedom. Establish sanctuary inside of them. May all hurts know the truth and the good soul in their truth. Back to the temple of heaven's light. Back to the divine. Okay. Back to the fire. A holy and full of all. Eternal and all.
Okay, thank you very much. You kind of faded out there a little bit, Dawn. I don't know why. Would you go back just a little ways and read it a little bit louder, please? Because I don't want people to miss what you were saying. You don't have to do the whole thing, but just go back a little ways. I still can't hear you, honey. Speak more directly in the phone, I guess.
Well, I am holding it right up to my mouth.
Okay, now.
Find the page again.
Okay, now I could hear you really clearly and perfectly. That was great. Yeah, so I'll let you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really clear. So it needs to be that close wherever you are now.
Okay, let me just find the page again.
Okay, sorry. But I don't want people to miss it. You know, we want them to hear this, especially because we're finishing off now.
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
Okay. So just let me know if it fades out again.
Okay, it's fine now.
Hail Mary. Okay, Hail Mary, full of love, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Emmanuel. Holy Mary, precious Lady of the heart, guide us, hold us, and keep us above this world of sorrow. For we are your children of the Rosary. Hail Mary, full of love, help us pass through all darkness and despair, as we focus on your faith and compassion and realize our own worthiness. Hail Mary, angel of world peace, end all war, persecution, and abuse, as we, your chosen ones, ascend, rising into a heavenly life upon earth. O Mary, enfold us in your mantle of perfection, for we will teach the lands of Christ, and guide our rooted friends to Shambhala, for you are the mother of all people. O blessed are all lost souls and spirits, Michael guide them home into oneness, clearing all remaining separation and chaos, for Divine Mother calls all to the pool of creation. Hail Lady, keeper of the cosmos, holder of the Immaculate Conception, keeper of the lines of light, we bow at thy feet and pray, offering all transgressions to thy flaming heart, burning all shadows and illusions, clearing our bodies through inner fire, we awaken the truth of our divine nature. Resurrect our hearts and minds into oneness, hold America safe from all pestilence, lift her back to the coast of freedom, establish Saint Germain's guidance and peace. Mary, may all hearts know the truth and assist each soul in their journey back to the temple of love and bliss, back to the divine vision of eternal peace. O Mary, you are the comforter from heaven, the Immaculate Mother of our Lord, the holder and keeper of all templates, the Mother supernal and eternal. Om, peace, forgiveness, and gratitude. All is well, all is well, all is well. I am Mary, Queen of Peace, Elohim of Peace, Mother of all creation.
Okay, that was beautiful. Thank you very, very much. We want to thank beloved Mother Mary for being with us through Mary Ma and through the prayers, and also beloved Mother Kuan Yin, Goddess of Mercy. And just to recap, we started with the offering prayer to the Buddha fields, to the Buddha, to the Dharma, the Sangha, which it means the Dharma are the teachings, the Sangha is all of you, you are the Sangha. We want to thank the Sangha for being with us, everyone being with us today. Please know you can go back to YouTube and look up Mary Ma McChrist, and this little video will be on there. And next week, we'll be at the same time. If you come at 9:30, we will start the prayers, and we will give more teachings with the prayers. So it's really, we're calling it Great Cosmic Prayers, because it's not just prayers, it's giving you a lot more than that. And you're getting direct transmissions from Mary, and in this case, Kuan Yin today, and also myself as one of the mothers. So we bless you. I bless you. Bless you, bless you, bless you. I want to give you a great big hug. Thank you for coming. Keep your heart open. Know that we're right there, and you can call upon us. And go to, if you want to ask a question, and we'll try to cover some of the questions next week. So you could send an email to maryma33@gmail.com. Also visit our website, Mary Clarice, it's my middle name, CLARICE, McChrist, M-little-c, and then like Christ, CHRIST. So many, many blessings. I love you. I want to especially thank Dawn and Seth and Jerry for also being with us today on the telephone. And I hope to hear from all of you. Tell your friends about this. Please like us here and on Facebook. And we appreciate your love. And also, I want to ask you to pray for me. I've been in a battle for about 2 years. I'm not going to name what this illusion is. I'm still here. They try to get rid of me. I'm not going anywhere because I want to be able to serve you who are my children. That's how I feel as one of the Divine Mothers. So the books come through for you. The streaming for you, everything is for you and for your healing and your families. I love you very, very much. God bless. Be with us next week. Thank you so much. Thank you.